What is up, guys? My name is Jason LeGroux. This is Gabe Schembarger. This is Seth Shetler. Now, you all have heard of Jesus' first miracle. He goes to a wedding, turns water into wine. But have you ever heard of his final miracle? The boomerang paper airplane.
Alright, so the boomerang airplane was first created by John Collins. He started his career out in television and actually held several positions in that field. But he was always fascinated with how things fly and how he could implement those tactics into paper. So he actually studied in his free time, he studied flight patterns and origami so he could perfect a paper airplane. And then in 2012, he designed the paper airplane that set the world record for distance. And after that, he turned paper airplanes into his full-time job and invented the National Paper Airplane Contest and provided STEM education programs. So then he just continued to design tons of paper airplanes while he perfected his craft.
Okay, so as you can see, each of you guys have been handed a piece of paper, and that's because we're going to try and create one of these together. This might be a little tricky. It's a little tricky the first few times, so you might not all get it. You're probably all going to be bad. But by the end of it, you'll know just the basics how to do it. And so we're just gonna get to it. So first, you're going to want to fold your paper horizontally, hot dog style, if you will. And you just kind of want to make sure, throughout all these folds, you kind of want to make sure that your paper's lined up pretty good. Just because each little mess up kind of goes a long way towards the end, but it's bound to happen for all of us. So once you get that done, you're going to open it back up. There should be a crease in the middle, what you want. And then you're going to want to take your top corners and fold them in just like a plastic paper airplane. Just make sure you fold it onto the middle crease, right where it lines up. If any of you guys have any questions or problems, you can ask one of us that will come around and help one of you guys. So once you get that, it should look like this. It's kind of like a house. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this top part, top corner right here, and you're going to fold it all the way down to the bottom part of the page where it touches the bottom. It should look like an envelope once you're done. You just fold it like that. It should look like this when you're done with it. And after you're done with that, you're going to take it back up. You're going to do the same thing except you're going to stop about an inch before the bottom of the paper. So you're going to make another fold right about, I'll show you when I get it. Right about here. You're going to fold it again right here, just to where it reaches about an inch above the bottom part. Once you got that, you're going to open it back up. There should be two creases right here. Actually, sorry, don't open it back up. You're going to keep it there on the last crease you made, where it's about an inch above the bottom. And you're going to fold the top corners in again like you did in the second step, just like a plastic paper airplane. You fold it to where it goes onto the middle crease, just like that. You're going to do the top corners again. So at the end, it should look like this. There should be a little piece hanging down right here. And so what you're going to do with this little piece right here is you're just going to fold it straight up. So it'll just go like this. Should just look like that. Done with that, you're going to take this, it should look like this, and you're going to flip it onto the table like this, and you're just going to fold it right in the middle. So just fold it in half, right on the middle crease. It should look like this one right here. You should have your little triangle piece that's hanging down, just right on the bottom right here. Once you have that, this part's a little tricky, so what you want to do is you want to take your finger on the little triangle piece and you want to place it right here. Just that's where you're going to fold it. So you're going to put it down, and you're going to fold it down like this. This is where a lot of people get lost, so if you have any questions, Seth can help you out. You fold it, basically, put your finger right here and you just fold it down like that. So it should look like this, kind of, when you do that fold.
What are we doing?
So you're gonna put your finger just right here, and you're just gonna fold it down like this. There you go. Yep, you got it. And then make your crease right there.
Yeah.
That's perfect. It's really good. Staff you. Yeah.
So yeah, just right above the joint. Just match it.
You just want to put your finger right there and just do it like this. Put your finger right here and then just make that fold right there.
Yo,
So once you have that, you should have made your fold right here. It should look like this now when you hold it. And what you want to do is you want to flip this over now, put it down like this, and you're just going to match up. It should look like this, and you're just going to match up this side with this side, so it's just like one thing. Yeah, you're going to fold it like that. It should look like this, except you haven't done this part yet, but it should look like this for the most part. So what you want to do is take the top part and just fold it down just about a ½ an inch. Just like that, should look like that. And you're just going to flip it over to the same thing that you just did from that side. You may notice that your plane is a little asymmetrical at this point. Mine is as well, so it's okay, it happens all the time. And what you want to do, once you have this, you're just going to flip this up, and then have these parts. And sometimes they tell you to like pinch the bottom parts. You want to just like, I don't know, it's really weird. You just kind of like do that kind of thing. I don't really know how to do it, but this should be what your plane looks like. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. We've made about like 50 of them, and they're a little spotty. And so, as you can see, really excited once you get done, because they work tremendously. Seth's might work, might not. We'll see.
So now I'm going to show you guys how to throw it, because there's actually a special way. So like on a normal paper airplane, your wings are normally up like this, but in this one you actually want them to be pointed down so that it can make the full circle. So the easiest way I found to throw it was if you hold it on your triangle, and then you throw it like across your body, and you kind of finish like you're throwing a football or a baseball, and it should come right back to you. So you kind of like throw it across your body, and then like flick it a little bit at the end, and it should come back.
A lot of it's down to just like knowing how to throw it as well. We spent a lot
It
of
takes a
time.
ton of practice too.
We spent a lot of time trying to do that. So they probably won't work for you the first few times.
There's like a muscle memory to it too.
Okay.
You can see. If you need any lessons after class, Steph can obviously show you guys how to do it, since we got a little trouble here.
Yeah.
But Steph's available for that.
Alright, so that, my friends, is how you construct the 8th wonder of the world that we all know and love as the boomerang paper airplane. Now that you all have been enlightened with the necessary means to construct the boomerang airplane, you can all go out and spread the word to teach your friends and family. Just remember, when you're on the couch too comfortable to get up, or you're in church and it's not socially acceptable to stand up, but you are in desperate need of throwing a paper airplane, the boomerang airplane never fails to come back to you and does not require you to leave your seat. We really hope you enjoyed crafting this marvel of a paper airplane. Thank you all for taking the time to listen to us.